What's up, hoes? It's Monday night. We are here at the Waiver Wire Watch Party, Fantasy and Frames. Hopefully Jorge doesn't fire me for saying what's up, hoes, because I'm going to say that word a lot tonight. Shout out Shelby Harris for giving us an excellent quote of the week. I'm sure you guys saw that, talking about Jawan Jennings and the whole, like, you know, I'm surprised he didn't get punched in the face after all of his shenanigans. So I love that quote. It has brightened my day. Because we're here, we're ready to watch some Monday Night Football. We got Kyle, we got Aiden, we got Sharlene. Guys, how's our Monday going?
Very good. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me on, Stacy. It's always a pleasure to chop it up with you, Sharlene, and Aiden, who I work with often over on the Fourth and Frames channel there on Wednesday nights at 10. But yeah, glad to be here.
We're glad to have you. Thanks for you and Aiden. Thanks for joining in, jumping in, helping us out. We were missing Erica and Colby. So you know, we are so glad that you guys were able to come on and hang out.
And we got to find something good to say about Jaden Higgins for Colby.
We do. Well, you know what? They're doing well.
Easy to find.
Yeah, he's doing fine. He's great. We've got enough wide receivers to talk about this week.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to add.
We not add another one.
we have pumped him up enough on this show that if you don't already know about Jaden Higgins,
too bad.
I don't know what you're doing. So yeah. Guys, we're going to be, like I said, we're going to be watching Monday Night Football here. We have got that going on in the background. We're going to be bringing you those updated scores throughout the night. We're going to be talking waivers. We have got 4 teams on a bye going into week 14. A lot of people are making their playoff push now, so it's a really important time to be paying attention to seeing who's out there on your waiver wire, who can give you that last push over the edge. So throw your questions, throw your comments on into the comment section. Thanks to everybody again who's watching and hanging out with us. So we had a few things going on this week. We had a lot of you know, it was Thanksgiving. Did you guys think the Sunday games kind of sucked? Like, I felt like the better games were on Thanksgiving.
The slate was kind of
It was not sexy. Yeah, it wasn't very fun. I think all of our teams won, right? No, Kyle, I'm sorry. Just kidding.
No.
That's not gonna happen.
Thanks for playing, Stacy.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm kind of immune to it, really. It's fine. I don't even know. I don't even know if I want to win at this point. Like, let's just tank for the number 1 pick, and it's a high defensive draft. So we'll just grab somebody on the defensive side. We already got Cam Ward, so we don't need a quarterback.
2 years of number 1 overall picks in a row.
Why not?
You guys are going to get a new coach. Mike Tomlin's going to come coach the Titans.
Oh boy!
The only problem with that is we're known not to pay our coach. We're very cheap when it comes to that. When we gave Mike Vrabel an extension, that was only $9.5 million. So
could have kept him, but that's okay.
But maybe Sean McDermott, Aiden. I got a buddy of mine who he's a Jets fan, but he's like, I'd like to see McDermott in Tennessee, and I'm like,
don't get me going on that.
I would take it.
We don't have time for that, but
I feel like I need to apologize to Aiden for telling you under no circumstances to start Brock Purdy yesterday.
I know I was very a whole 5-minute thing, and then I just kept him in there. I forgot, honestly.
Well, good for you, because he got you 19 points, and he did something historic, which was beat Cleveland in Cleveland, which hadn't happened in 41 years. So, and also too, where was the snowstorm that we were promised?
Right. and that's what it was. That was the whole reason that we were all worried about starting Brock Purdy. And then the game came on and I went, wait, okay, so it's going to be fine.
Right. So,
I started him in like half the leagues that I had him in. I really wish that I would have started him over Lamar, but it's fine.
It's fine.
You must have him in a lot of leagues.
That rushing touchdown saved his day, because without that 168 1 touchdown, that's not a really great line.
And hey, that's how we all learned that Brock Purdy knows how to Dougie. Who knew?
What's wrong with a white guy doing a little motion, right?
Who knew?
Yeah. We got some quotes this week, man. We got some serious quotes this week. That was a really good one.
The quotes were better than some of the games.
Yeah. Right? They really were. I didn't know who Shelby Harris was until today when I woke up and I
know who he is now.
Yeah,
we
sure do
know.
No. I'm so here for all the tea between the players and which players are just real jerks and like that everybody can't stand. Like you never hear anything about that stuff. Like who wouldn't? Did you guys, Sharlene, you're the Niners girl. Did you know that Juwan Jennings was apparently talking trash about people's family?
I did not know that. I do now.
Oh, that's what it was. I didn't know what exactly it was.
Yeah, it was Jennings, like, because Jennings got punched in the junk last week.
Yeah.
And then so like this week, I guess he was like, John, as one of the guys for Cleveland, was getting taken off on a cart or something, and so everybody was getting real pissed at him about that. And then at the end of the game, the press conference, like, somebody asked Shelby Harris about him. He was like, "He's a hoe, and I want it known." And like he just went off.
I want it known.
Chef's kiss. So the I want it known was really my favorite part. Like he was just like, that's so good. So good.
Yeah, when I watched it, I was like, oh, he's really mad. Let me play this back again.
Yeah.
Cam Hayward was going at Josh Allen all game too.
Oh yeah. That's another video content too. Yeah.
And what he said didn't even happen. So
see, we need these guys mic'd up. Like I would pay for a special broadcast where you could listen to them just like unfiltered.
In between plays.
Oh yeah, totally. I've been like, I want that for
then they'd all get fined.
Oh my god.
So
Public
much
info.
money.
Only on Netflix.
Right?
Netflix.
It is. It's like
unfiltered.
It's like yeah, I want that. I want to listen to the guys, like the hockey guys. I want to listen to them chirp at each other. Like I need that audio. Like I need it in the worst way. Someone get on that. All right, guys, studs and duds for the week.
Yeah.
We have several. There's a lot going on.
So-
This includes the Thanksgiving games as well. Like it's the entire week 13.
Yeah.
Sharlene, who you got?
So for my stud, I put down AJ Brown because it's about damn time. Where has this been all season? So I was very happy that I left him in my starting lineup and said, no, we're gonna roll with this. I think we'll be good. And he delivered. So
Finally.
Did you have him last week against the Cowboys? Because he had a good game there too.
I did. That was the first week after all the jawing that he did. I was like, all right, so if anything's gonna happen, it's gonna be now.
Yeah.
So I played him, and I'm glad I played him last week. And then I said, you know what? We're gonna leave him in, and we're gonna see if this is like back to AJ Brown doing AJ Brown things. And
he's got like over 50 points now in 2 weeks in PPR, so that's pretty. Yeah.
The only difference is now I'm starting him, and I'm terrified to start him, but I'm starting him.
You feel like he's going to be on your dud list any week now, right?
Right. This is, although, you could say that about half the guys that I've rostered. I mean, Lamar.
Woo.
Every week.
Yeah. Well, so like the Eagles, they've got the Chargers on Monday Night Football week 14. Beyond that, though, so weeks 15 and 16, which are going to be a lot of people's like the meat of your playoffs, is going to be against the Raiders and then the Commanders. Sorry, Jorge.
Oh. Awesome matchup.
That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Week 17 is against the Bills. Aiden, I don't know which Bills team you're going to get that week.
Right.
It's still a good matchup against our defense. So.
Yeah. So who knows? Who knows what's going on? Aiden, who's your stud?
My stud is Jameson Williams for the huge monster Thanksgiving game. I'm kind of surprised after looking through this because he literally put up a donut in week 12.
Yeah.
He had targets, but 0 receptions, so I was kind of surprised. He's likely going to keep this up because it's being reported Amon-Ra St. Brown, low ankle sprain. He's out at most probably 1 to 2 weeks. So Jameson Williams will be the true wide receiver one for a high volume passing attack in the Lions. So I'm thinking this will keep up.
And they're getting Dallas too. Like that's such a nice matchup for JMO. Like that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun. Kyle?
Yeah, my stud is Kamani Vidal making his last case to maybe get involved when Omarion Hampton returns, which I think he did. I mean, 25 carries, 126 yards, a touchdown. And, as of right now, he's RB3 for the week in half PPR. He's averaging 4.5 yards per carry on the season. The Chargers, to me, have a really nice problem on their hand. Hampton's the guy, don't get me wrong, but I think they can use Vidal in some situations to keep Hampton fresh. This was also no easy matchup for Vidal either against the Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, they allowed the 5th fewest explosive runs, and Vidal did that and averaged 5 yards per touch, forced 9 missed tackles in that game, which was the most among all running backs so far in week 13. So yeah, just another nice outing for Kamani Vidal, and hopefully he'll continue to stay involved when Hampton does return.
Yeah, I mean, he saved my bacon in a couple of leagues for sure. My studs, besides Shelby Harris, obviously, Brock Bowers, and Devontae Adams totally saved my butt in a couple different leagues. I just want to talk about Devontae Adams too. Like, what an amazing year he's having. Like, last 2 weeks finished as wide receivers 8 and 9, 23 points against Tampa, 21 points against Carolina, 4 touchdowns total. Like, the man is a red zone like monster, and I love it so much. I just couldn't be. He's my favorite wide receiver of all time anyway. Love it. So, love it, Devontae.
Fun story. Devontae Adams is from the Bay Area. He does a youth camp at Palo Alto High School every year. I don't know if it's in April. So I signed up my daughter for his camp in April. And then one of my best friends that I've known since we were 9, she signed up her son. So both of our kids are going to be at the camp. I think we might be more excited than they are. Her son actually plays football, and he's really, really good because he's in like the 120th percentile in height and weight for his age.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So yeah, he's a year younger than my daughter, and he's as big as her. Yeah.
Is he like Andy Reid, like back with that punt, pass, and catch thing, like that they always show clips of him when he was a kid, and he's like the same size he is now, just towering over all those children? Have you guys seen that? That will
probably be him. Like he's like, yeah.
He's huge.
He's wearing, I think when he was 2 years old, he was wearing like a size, like a 5-year-old size.
It's like a men's 32.
Everything. Yeah. Like he's always just been like really, really, really big for his age. So, but yeah,
that's so fun.
She's had him in flag football for like the longest time. So as soon as I saw that, I texted her and was like, you got to sign him up. I'm signing up Izzy.
Yes. You'll have to tell us how that goes. Like, I need a picture of her.
I'm so excited.
You and Devontae.
Yeah, I would love that so much. Also, shout out Seahawks defense. I have a league that it does a little different scoring with defenses. It's very defensive, heavily scored. It gave me 40 points.
Wow.
4-0. Like, shout out.
And you probably won that week.
Well, so that league in particular is it's a standalone 12-team league, but the top 6 starting last week move into a playoff like point style format for the rest of the season until week 17. So that helped me get up to Jim. That's when Jim Bednar and I have that team, and that was, I think we are like a half a point out of first place right now. So fingers crossed.
Good for y'all.
Thanks, Seattle. We still got a few weeks to go, right? But yeah, love it. Who's our duds? Let's be negative. Sharlene, start us off.
Oh, okay. Well, so I already talked about Lamar because this is like, I think it's like 3 weeks in a row now that I'm like, what are we doing? He was supposed to be like my set it and forget it quarterback. Like, everything's going to be fine no matter what. And that just has not been the case. And every week I'm staring at him, and I've got Brock Purdy on my team. And I think I might even have one more quarterback. And I'm looking at these 3 guys and I'm like, why am I sitting here trying to figure out who to start? It should just be Lamar.
Right.
Like, I drafted these guys for bye weeks. Yeah, it's been rough. I don't want to talk about him anymore. So my other dud I put on here was Shimmery DK, because we've been talking so much about him. He's been doing really well. And yeah, exactly. And in one of my leagues, he got me a minus 0.5. And unfortunately, I also had Amon-Ra. So
I have a real problem with negative points.
Yeah, how does that work?
I have a real problem with that. Like, I just zero. You just zero, and that's it. Like, I'm anti.
Tackle for loss.
I don't know what happened there, but yeah, minus 0.5.
Yeah, I don't know if we can trust this Titans offense. Anybody going forward.
And that's the thing, is like, I don't think that this is going to happen again to DK. But it's kind of that same, like, everything hinges on which Cam Ward we're going to get. right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, he, like, DK didn't do well this week, but nobody on the Titans did well. It's not like he was just forgotten about. Like, the offense just didn't do anything.
Nope.
Well, I got some bad news for you because they get the Browns, the Niners, and then the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Forget it.
I don't know. I'm so sorry, Kyle. I didn't
I mean, we say that, but you know,
hey, number 1 pick. Yeah.
They could pull a Carolina and
yeah.
I mean,
oh man. What's up, Anne? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Yeah. All right, Kyle, who's your dud?
My dud is Rico Dowdle. He came into the week as the ECR running back 16, and right now, currently during this game, he is running back 33. So quite the fall. Yeah, I did. I called that on the Fourth and Frames channel. I thought it was too rich, and he proved me right. You know, we saw Chuba Hubbard basically do it all. You know, but they both had equal opportunity of the running the football. Dowdle actually had one more carry than Chuba, 18 carries to 17. And he was just less effective in the run game. He only had 58 yards on the ground. And, well, this is Carolina's backfield now, right? It looks really messy, doesn't it? Just Dave Canales is probably just going to have to ride the hot hand. You know that famous word, ride the hot hand. And, well, week 13, it was definitely Chuba Hubbard.
Oh, man. I had Chuba on my bench because why would you start him? Right.
Me too.
Yeah, just brutal. Aiden, who's your dad?
Yeah. So we talked about Sharlene talked about this Eagles passing game finally waking up for consistent a few weeks in a row now, benefiting AJ Brown heavily. I have Saquon Barkley as my dud because like this just keeps happening over and over and over. Like it's been basically all season. Top 5 pick for most people, if not the top 3 pick for a lot of people. He's not having missed tackles forced like he did last year. He has basically no breakaway runs like he did last year. He's getting the carries. He's not efficient at all with them. On paper, you would look at the Bears like bottom 5 run defense, great matchup for him on Black Friday, and he did like nothing. This is like basically all season with Saquon Barkley, so it's very disappointing.
I like expected some regression from Saquon, right? Because like you're just not going to repeat those kind of numbers.
Not this though.
Right. Like I didn't expect him to fall out of like first round production at all. And like that has just been, I think for me, like one of the biggest, like just Philly's offense, like completely just one of the biggest surprises this season for me.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I almost feel bad about saying my dad because it's like kicking a puppy, but poor Max Brosmer, man. And actually I didn't even say him. I said whoever's doing the QB scouting for Minnesota, like you get because McCarthy, and then we're like, oh, it can't get worse, right? Nope. The whole Max Brosmer, here he comes. And then you know, it's just like how many years have we said Justin Jefferson's quarterback proof, right? How many years? And then we finally found
every year.
Here's what broke him.
Exactly.
JJ McCarthy broke Justin Jefferson. We have him to blame for this.
That's a lot.
I just can't. And like my gosh, like I linked that clip of him, that interception, but I can't figure out how to put it on here without just making it look terrible on the screen. But
everyone saw it.
Yeah, everybody saw it. And it's just so sad, right? He's like falling and he just like flips it. And I think in that moment, did you guys what were in that moment where you just like, what was your reaction? Because I was like, baby,
why would you do that?
Like, what?
Yeah, just take the sack, hold on to that ball.
So I found the video clip of him throwing like
the toss.
Throwing.
He was just
flinging it.
So, right, the little fling or whatever you want to call it. And the whoever posted it saying Max Brosmer just went full Will Levis. You never go full Will Levis.
Oh.
It was like, man, Will Levis out here catching strays for no reason.
No reason at all.
Hurt shoulder and everything.
Wrong with Will? Like, he's injured or something, Kyle? What's going on with Will Levis?
Yeah, he's out for the season. And you know what? It shows that he's still on the Titans, but as far as I remember, we released him. He should be a free agent. But we
I don't remember that.
I thought we did. I really thought we released him.
Wishful thinking.
But you know what? I could be
hoping.
wrong because it still shows them on the Titans whenever you look. But I could have sworn we released them. So anybody in the chat that knows, let me know if I'm right on that. I really thought the Titans released Will Levis.
I thought they just put him on season-ending IR.
They might have. Maybe that's my brain thinking we're getting rid of this guy anyway.
Get rid of him.
His girlfriend at the draft was so far ahead of all of us. Like she knew. She checked him, right then and there. We all should have, the Titans, they should have taken that as a sign.
Take a hint.
Oh man. Oh gosh. All right, guys. So I want to know, I put this in the chat. I want to know from the people watching and watching online and everything, who is your week 13 MVP? Who saved your team? Who was it? So throw that in there. I want to see who saved everybody else. Guys, are you guys got anything going tonight? Anybody got a sweat tonight?
I need like 7 points between Travion Henderson, Drake May, and Patriots defense. I feel pretty good in that, but I do need the points in my favorite home league to get up there into the playoffs. I need some extra points. So I'm looking pretty good.
I need less than 54 points between Drake May and Travion Henderson. I know.
I'm down by 16, and I already clinched a playoff spot in this league, so whatever, but still. I'm down by 16, and I have Travion Henderson, and my opponent has Wandale.
Well, then I hope you get your 17 points so that you can win, but I hope that's all he gets. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'm also going up against Wandale.
Oh, where have we gotten this? How does this happen?
Oh my God. Jorge, I am being aggressive and I'm not even drinking. I swear this is just regular here.
Is this why you guys asked me to come on the show tonight, just to clown my team all night?
Will Levis.
Will Levis. Oh, it's just, I'm sorry. RJ Harvey helped Jorge out, hold on to first place. How did you feel about that? How did you feel about rooting for RJ Harvey against your Commanders? I want to know, Jorge.
I thought it was awesome, but
yeah, that's always like, oh yay, oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I mean, on the one hand, you're just watching. You're like, I don't care. I just want my team to win.
Right.
Yeah.
And then some, then the guy that you're playing against scores a touchdown, and you're like, well, anybody but that guy.
Right. Exactly. Or if your running back is like tearing it up and he's got 4 touchdowns, you just hope you win a game in a shootout.
Why did James Cook have to have 200 yards?
Right. Oh my gosh. Well, Sharlene, what's going on with this score? I need someone else to tell me where we're at since I'm always behind.
We're in commercial right now. The last time I looked, it was still 0-0 with the Pats in the red zone.
Yeah, I think it's 4th and goal, isn't it?
So
that's what I
am not. Is it? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Usually I'm really behind on my feed. So me and Stacy are always fighting to see who's more behind.
They kicked a field goal, so it's 3-0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Have the Giants even gotten out there yet? Because I'm looking at the box score and there's like nothing.
No, that was the first drive.
This was the first drive that just took forever. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that did pick up field goal.
And Stacy, you said you're going up against Travion, right?
Yeah.
That first drive, I saw a lot of Ramondre, believe it or not. It's like Mike Vrabel is Arthur Smith with running backs, I swear.
Listen, Ramondre has naked pictures or something like that of Mike Vrabel. Like, that's the only explanation.
Yeah, but last week he finally flipped. He didn't get much.
Well, I guess maybe he doesn't care about those photos anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, but he still got a touchdown, right?
Ramondre? No.
Didn't he? Was that last week?
I don't think so.
No.
He's been hurt for a while too. Before
he has.
Yeah, has been banged up. No, but seriously, that's like the relationship goal, right? Find somebody who looks at you the way Vrabel looks at Ramondre Stevenson. Like, you can just do no wrong
for no reason.
What we all want in our relationships, just someone willing to overlook all of your mistakes.
It's okay. You fumbled 10 times.
It's totally fine. It's okay. It's like the meme of Gordon Ramsay where he's like telling the little girl, like, you're perfect, that one.
Yeah, not really.
I love it. Yeah, let's keep it up. I like that Travion has 1 yard and I'm here for it. And two receiving yards. Let's keep it right there. Yeah. Aiden, we've got quarterbacks to talk about this week, right?
Yep.
Let's get our graphics up here. Let me Gosh, it hasn't been that long, but it feels like it's been forever. Let me make sure. Oh, is that the right button? Oh my God. It's like it's my first day doing this. Holy cow.
You're doing great, Stacy.
Here we go. Okay. Doing great, sweetie.
There they are. Looking good.
They're there.
They are there.
So, Aiden, you going to take us home on quarterbacks?
Yeah. So, first up, we got Tyrod Taylor here as arguably one of the top ads of the week at quarterback. Obviously, we know there's virtually no upside or ceiling with Tyrod Taylor at this point in his career, but he can get the job done, and he's sparked a couple waiver wire options in the Jets offense at receiver that I'm sure we will touch on later on in the show. But Tyrod's fantasy value, if you will, obviously lies in his rushing ability, and even at this stage of his career, even at his age, he's still a very good and efficient runner. So in a QB landscape that's dwindling, we talked about Lamar struggling. Joe Burrow finally came back from injury. A couple others, there's not that many passing attacks out there left. So Tyrod Taylor, he's not just a deep league or super flex option anymore like he has been. I think this is a legit like one QB standard option as well.
See, Aiden, if you had picked up Tyrod Taylor instead of Brock Purdy, he would have gotten you 23 points.
Not much different, only 4 points, but
yeah, hey, those 4 points, you never know when you're going to need those extra little ones. I put him on here, and I like his matchups the next few weeks. He's got Miami, Jacksonville, and New Orleans. They're all pretty fantasy-friendly defenses for quarterbacks. He does face New England and Buffalo the last 2 weeks of the season, so that's not great. Yeah, you could definitely see it like that game, and they could be, behind and throwing, from behind, and so there's value in garbage time too. So, out of the quarterbacks, who'd have thought we'd be talking about Tyrod Taylor going into week 14?
We're back.
Here we are.
We are back. I had Kirk Cousins on my list. Kirk Cousins 10% owned on Yahoo, 9.3% on ESPN, 19% over on the Sleeper app. We know he's the guy in Atlanta, right? I mean, Michael Penix Jr. is out for the season. Cousins has been solid in his replacement, right? I know it's only been 3 games, and it didn't start out too hot, but he's getting it together, and he's doing it without Drake London. 234 yards passing this past week, 1 touchdown, but no interceptions. And, he's only thrown 1 pick in the last 3 games. And the schedule isn't daunting either. I mean, he gets Seattle next week, which is middle of the pack against the pass, but they're allowing 225 yards through the air. And then he gets a great matchup on the road to Tampa Bay, who allow the 4th most passing yards. So it'll be really nice when Kirk Cousins can get Drake London back, who remains week to week with a knee injury. But, man, if he can get Drake London back, I think the sky's the limit for Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
What year is this?
Right?
Boy, we're throwing it back in the time machine, baby.
This is what I was hoping for last season. Man. I also threw Shedeur Sanders in here, and just kind of hear me out. This is not one I wouldn't even rank. He probably, out of this list that we have here, he's probably last on my list. But you get him for rest of season for sure. He's got a nice Kyle, I'm sorry, I didn't plan this. He's got a nice matchup against Tennessee next week.
A lot of slander here on the show.
I know,
yeah. I'll be here all week.
I didn't plan
come
this.
Join us. It'll be fun.
He's never want to come back now.
Week 15, they've got Chicago. Then you've got Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. I don't think anybody's playing in week 18, but and he's at home for all but 2 of those games. So you do kind of like that. He's a player. He's going to be there for the rest of the season. That's all I can say right now. His fantasy points aren't exactly anything to, get excited about. 12 and 13 over the last 2 weeks. But just rest of the season, for sure that he's probably going to be there barring injury. So he makes the list.
No, you can't hate on that. I mean, I get it. That's a nice little schedule. And, that could be the month, I guess I should say, that if he gets it together, this is the month he'll get it together.
The month.
Yeah.
The month with all those games lined up. Yeah, it's December. So yeah, I like it, Stacy.
Yeah. Sharlene, who's your guy? You've got one on here.
I do have one on here. I got distracted because New England just had a 94-yard punt return for a touchdown.
Oh,
I saw that too, and I saw him running. And I was like, I was like, I can't see whose number it is. And I was like, please don't let it be Travion.
It was Marcus Jones.
Oh, come on.
Thank God.
I know. I just turned. I was like, wait, what?
10-0. Yeah.
Yeah. 94 yards. All right. Anyway, so I threw Bryce Young on here. They do have a bye in week 14. But if you have a bench spot, I think that he might be worth stashing. So this past week he had 15 of 20 passes for 206 yards and 3 touchdowns. This is his third 3 TD touchdown game this season. Say that 3 times fast. And this is his second in the last 3 games. So he's finding the right time of the season to start picking up his game and start finding that sweet spot. Like I said, he's got a bye this week. But up next, they've got they're at New Orleans, and then they get Tampa Bay and Seattle at home. So that's a pretty good little stretch there.
Yeah.
We just talked about Tampa's defense. So yeah, I like this stretch we have right here.
Yeah.
I feel like you can never trust him though. He's very up and down.
But yeah, those 3 games though are ones that maybe you can get behind him.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's finally turning a corner. Like, I think there's definitely an argument to be made about, second year with Canales. Like, maybe things are starting to click finally.
I feel like his floor is coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. I also saw, did you guys see the stat that they threw up during that game that was like the height of all his receivers?
No, I didn't. They're all huge.
Yeah. 6'2", 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah. I was like, so we can see him.
I'm like,
that's how he
worry if you can see. I'm like, you don't need to worry if Bryce Young can see, because all he's got to do is look up, and there they are.
That's so funny, Stacy, that you mentioned that, because when I saw that, I immediately thought, oh, Carolina knows what they're doing.
Yeah. Listen, hey, work with what you got there. Moggs is right. The Coker Cowboy low-key set it out. So don't you worry. We'll get to Jalen Coker. Don't you worry, Moggs.
We're in it.
Oh yeah, we will get there. We got some deep league ads too on here.
Mm-hmm.
We've got did Stroud didn't make our list before, but Aiden, you put Stroud on here, right?
Yeah, I can't believe how widely available he was. He's still under 40% across all platforms. Yahoo, ESPN.
Wild.
Yeah, I know. I think people have kind of overlooked him just because he obviously missed all 3 games with the concussion, and then he comes back. People were like, well, this play calling in Houston isn't very effective. Offensive line is bad. But actually, I want to add CJ Stroud, and I put him on here because if you look at it a little deeper, the offensive line has improved a little over the last 2 weeks recently. And CJ in Houston has been able to get a couple weapons outside of just Nico Collins at CJ Stroud's disposal, going in Jaden Higgins and Dalton Schultz. So the combo of the offensive line improving, the weapons getting implemented outside Nico Collins. I was surprised that CJ Stroud was like that widely available still.
Yeah, I did not realize. I didn't put him on here because I just assumed that he was
barely went up from last week.
Owned. Yeah.
I wouldn't have.
Yeah, I felt like after we talked about him last week, I was like, well, that'll be it. Like
basically didn't move. But
that's wild.
And our obligatory Jaden Higgins mention on the show, Colby.
There it
we
is.
talked about him enough.
We snuck it in there.
Yeah. Oh man, Kyle, you've got some guys on. You got McCarthy on here.
Yeah, we got a deep league guy and JJ McCarthy. I know, Aiden. I know. I got to back this guy. I got to back my boy up. I wanted to add him here to the deep league stash because he was widely cut around leagues. And if you're in a deep league, I think I want to stash JJ McCarthy. I think Kevin O'Connell has seen everything he needed to see out of Max Brosmer, right? McCarthy, believe it or not, is better. He is the better quarterback. And I admit, Aiden, JJ has not looked good recent, but in plus matchups, he actually has excelled. Week 1 against Chicago, he finished quarterback 11. Week 9 at Detroit, he finished quarterback 13. And week 10, home against Baltimore, he finished quarterback 14. And guess what? Next 3 games, who does he get? Washington, Dallas, New York Giants, all plus matchups for JJ McCarthy. I think he could be very viable in a deep league going forward if, of course, you need a quarterback. So I'm not ready to cut JJ McCarthy yet in deep leagues.
Wait,
so
those of you that are watching,
I was gonna say, are you guys watching this? Because there's a pretty big scrum going on right now. Jackson Dart just gets fucking obliterated. Oh, I said the F word. Sorry. Off the sideline over here.
What's with all these scrums this week?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
And now there's a fight. Theo Johnson, look at that. Get the tight end coming in here. Throwing down
the second time. That's the second time he's gotten laid out. That seemed like it was a little unnecessary. And the last one was he was actually sliding.
And Theo Johnson with a personal foul. Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the hit, though. I think it was a legal hit.
He just came out of nowhere, though. And then Theo Johnson just squares up.
Well, even like when Dart went to slide, like the hit came as he was sliding. Like it kind of happened at like the same time, and it wasn't that bad, but it's just like he's coming back from a concussion. Everybody's super nervous. It's very clear the team is like
he's got to protect himself better.
Listen, I don't know. I'm like, I feel like Jim Bednar is probably out there. He can't join us tonight. He really wanted to because it's his Patriots. Like, I'm sure he's screaming into the void right now that like, I bet I can tell you what he's saying is that Vrabel's, such like, the defensive guy over here. I bet you that defense is trying to teach Dart a lesson tonight. They're like, don't run on us. We're not gonna put up with it this week. Don't do it.
Don't try to scramble on us.
Yeah. Oh, what a fun game. It's spicy. Love it.
A lot of fights this week.
Yeah. All right. Is that all of our QBs? We're not missing anybody?
I think we're good.
Tyler Shuck?
Did we talk about Shuck?
Oh, I had them down. I put them down there. Yeah. Obviously, I don't know how good of a real life QB for is, but for fantasy, he has the number one alpha receiver and target machine in Chris Olave. And surprisingly enough, since Alvin Kamara went down, they're a high volume passing attack. So I kind of look at this in the same vein as JJ McCarthy, more of a deep league stash / add than anything you want to go out and start right away. But if they're going to keep up this high volume passing attack and the running game with or without Kamara isn't efficient like it hasn't been, then I'd add Chuck just because he can funnel targets to a guy like Chris Olave.
Yeah. We'll make this nice and short right here with the running backs. We don't have that many. Are you guys seeing that in your leagues too? Like, because I kind of went through, was trying to.
It's kind of light, yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple leagues I have where you can't do waivers after this week. Like you're done.
Ooh.
So it's kind of scrolling through who's left out there, for running backs, and there's like literally nobody, just a whole string of like IRs on the list.
IRs, yeah.
Yeah, like Devin Neal's already like 90% owned.
Yeah, everyone went out already. Yeah.
I backed him up. That didn't go out too well.
He barely got any work either. So
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like the top ad for the waiver wire for running backs, I think we can all agree, is Blake Corum, right?
Yeah.
What is it? He's close to a 30% run snap share. So obviously we have to monitor Kyron Williams' ankle injury. But you know what? I kind of like Blake Corum anyway, whether Kyron Williams comes back or not. When you look at his usage coming out of the bye in week 8, Corum has been seeing an almost 36% rushing attempt share, and even getting his own set of series. You guys see that where he's in on first down, second down, third down, while Kyron Williams is getting a breather. And he's running the ball effectively, picking up some explosive runs in the process. I really like this call on Blake Corum going forward. I think you put this in here, Stacy. And if you remember, a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned Blake Corum on my debut on the show a few weeks ago. And so I totally back up this call on Blake Corum.
You've been talking about him for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was even texting Aiden saying,
the minute it happened.
Yeah. I was like, I love this kid, man. He's getting a lot of looks, even with Kyron Williams. So obviously, if Kyron Williams, remains out for whatever reason due to the ankle, his usage would just go up tremendously. I don't see Jarquez Hunter getting in as much as Blake Corum's getting in with Kyron Williams.
He was a healthy scratch. He's been a healthy scratch like all season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they play Arizona next week. Arizona just was here in Tampa. They gave up between, let's see, Bucky. Bucky's really the one who hurt them there. He had 61 yards and he gets in the end zone there with 17 carries. But I mean, you kind of like that matchup there against Arizona too.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I had another running back at Bam Knight. He's 25% owned in Yahoo, 36.8% ESPN, and mostly owned in Sleeper. He was close to that 50% threshold, but he's 41% over there. And with Trey Benson on IR and DeMarcado out with that high ankle sprain, Bam Knight was the lead back again against Tampa. He carried the ball 11 times for 62 yards, found the end zone on a receiving touchdown. And honestly, I don't know, guys, if Trey Benson will even return next week.
Yeah, what's the point?
Yeah, it doesn't look good. All the news that I'm hearing. And he finished the last week as non-participant after practicing in a limited fashion. So he's kind of moving backwards, which is never good. And head coach Jonathan Gannon keeps saying that, we'll continue to evaluate it. We'll continue to be evaluated. And it's just no good news has surfaced from this. And we're heading into week 14, and the knee injury happened back in week 4. Yeah. So I would, if I'm in leagues, I would go ahead and grab Bam Knight if I can, if he's available in your leagues, because he could very well finish as the starter there in Arizona.
Yeah. Would you make the 1-for-1 swap, just cut Benson altogether?
You know,
if you don't have any open IR spots.
Yeah. You know what? I think I would, Aiden. I actually recently traded Trey Benson a couple of weeks ago in a big move. But yeah, so to answer your question, I think I would go ahead. He's not doing anything for me.
I have him in a lot of places. He's just been sitting on my IR spots forever.
Yeah, me too. I'm right there with you. I know 2 that I can think of off the top of my head where he's just been sitting there the whole season. Mm-hmm. It's really frustrating.
I thought he was going to come back like a week ago. But
yeah, and it's one of those like we just talked about, like the waiver wire for running backs is so thin. You don't want to. That's kind of like the last position you want to drop and cut on your team, right? So that's why we're all hanging on to him for so long, because you're not going to just let Trey Benson get out there for one of your opponents in case he comes back.
Championship week, he'll just beat you.
Yeah, he'll just bone you championship week. There you go, Jorge. I'll just start swearing and being aggressive tonight. It'll be fun.
And Aiden, you have a running back for us which I kind of like. I like this call that you got for us. What do you got?
Yeah, I have the speedy, explosive rookie Bayshalt Tootin of the Jacksonville Jaguars. I was surprised. So he's just a little under 45% rostered on all 3 of the major platforms we've talked about. In my opinion, that should be a lot higher, because up until this past yesterday, he was just strictly a handcuff, a very good handcuff that you wanted to own, albeit though a handcuff regardless at the end of the day to Travis Etienne. But I think Liam Cohen and the staff want to utilize more of a 2-back system going forward, because with Etienne in the field, Etienne perfectly healthy yesterday, Tootin still got a lot of I don't know if you want to call it premium, but he's still got a lot of work in his own right. So I think Tootin is a must-add, and he has legit standalone value as a potential flex option. And we know his upside in the passing game and his speed and explosiveness. That was his whole thing coming out of Virginia Tech in college. So that's why I put him down.
Yeah, and I've noticed watching some Jaguar games, when they get down to that goal line, they love to go to Big Tootin down there. Maybe to keep ETN a little bit fresh, but they they like to run that horn, man. Toot toot, and he finds the end zone, doesn't he?
Did you just come up with that?
I kind of did, but I kind of stole a tweet from Andrew Erickson over at Fantasy Pros.
Oh yeah, he loves them.
He does, and he called it a like a air horn type thing for Tootin. So I just kind of copied that.
That's okay.
I love that.
Tugboat, I think it was a tugboat.
Oh yeah, tugboat.
Yeah,
yeah, tugboat Tootin.
Mox put Keaton Mitchell. He nominated Keaton Mitchell. I wanted to take a look at this because he did get 11 points last week. He does get his first rushing touchdown. He only played 13% of the snaps, which has actually gone down. So like he had his highest snap percentage back in week 11 against Cleveland, and it's kind of steadily declined since then.
Yeah.
And then when I was pulling snap percentages from last week, I saw one that like just made my eyes nearly bug out, which was Rasheen Ali had 48.
Yeah, he was there a lot.
What? But I mean, it didn't result in anything. So I don't know. I don't know how in I would be on Keaton Mitchell with the low.
I don't think there's a handcuff there, but
yeah, it's just kind of weird. I like the player. I just
me too.
don't like his usage the last few weeks.
Stacy, do you play Dynasty?
No. God, I mean, I have a couple Dynasty teams, but they're awful.
I have them on there.
I hate trading. That's my problem. I just
it's me too, Stacy. This is my struggle, and I'm in way too many Dynasty leagues, and I'm like, I think I hate Dynasty, but I just keep adding more Dynasty teams.
I love learning about the rookies. I love that. I love like doing deep dives on rookies, getting all that stuff in. But like, if I could just play Dynasty and let someone else deal with the trades for me, that would be great.
I got this figured out for you. Producer Jim can handle all the trades for you. You guys can run a team together. Run a dynasty.
Can I hire him?
I'm gonna add that to his list of responsibilities. Is that he's
probably messaging me right now saying, "What are you doing?"
Kyle's volunteering him.
Guess what? Guess what, Jim? I'm sure he would really. I'm sure he would be so happy to learn that that's added to his plate now.
What did Kyle do?
Brandon Helms is tooting up. That's great. I love that. Tooting up.
Oh yeah,
are you a Baltimore fan? I didn't know this about you.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, moving on to the.
I think so. I think we got to move it on because we've got like 1,000 receivers to talk about.
Speaking of tooting, Booty just scored a touchdown.
Who did?
Booty.
What a transition!
Wow, look at that mustache! Look at Grable's stash. Have you guys seen that?
Wait, what tonight?
Yeah, is this mustache new? Like,
I think so. It usually doesn't.
I didn't see it.
He can grow a mustache. It's a very Tom Selleck.
Did they like zoom in on him?
Oh yeah, there it is. How about that?
Yeah, good job.
All right, yeah, wow, good for him. Good job.
Okie dokie. On to receivers. Sharlene, take it away. We have 3 slides of receivers to get to.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, you put Mechie on here. Do you want to talk about Mechie? I know we talked a lot about him last week, but
yeah. Just real quick, 40%, 41% rostered over, and that's over off a sleeper. He's just had really good production over the last 3 weeks. It was down a smidge this week, but you just got to remember Atlanta does typically limit those wide receivers. And it just seemed kind of like it was an AD Mitchell day. Like he had over 100 yards. And he just seems like he's got a really good connection with Taylor there. So I like Mechie. Grab him. He is available. Like he's probably not available after this week if he's already up at 41%. So just, kind of short.
We talked him up so much last week.
See, we don't really even need to but he's out there. He's still out there. He's still available in leagues.
Still got more snaps than AD Mitchell.
Yeah. He should.
I see AD Mitchell as more of the boomer bust guy. And I think Mechie is the more consistent, the more consistent guy, and I think he's got the better connection with Tyrod. So
I want to see it from Mitchell another week before I fully buy in between the two.
I definitely agree with you guys.
I still don't trust his hands.
Yeah, he doesn't catch too well.
No.
What you need to do.
You definitely have to be able to catch the ball in this league. For sure.
Yeah, that's a start.
It's helpful.
Yeah. I threw Jaden Reed on here also. Just as a reminder, he's still out there. He's only rostered in 42% of leagues. I really had thoughts that he would be back for the Thanksgiving game because they were kind of talking him up. I know he's been, kind of gearing up to get back out there. So, perhaps this Sunday's game against the Bears, the fake news.
That's what they made it sound like.
Sorry, Erica. I think they're fake. Anyway.
The fake news bear.
Fake news bears. Like the bad news bears, but it's not real.
But
anyway, I just think a lot of people forgot him or they cut him to make room since he's been on IR for so long. But I really like his skill set. I think it most closely resembles what we lost in Tucker Kraft, and his yards after the catch and everything. And so, I think when he comes back, I know right now it's kind of the Christian Watsons. It's actually, I don't even know that I'm willing to say it's the Christian Watson show because Devontae Wicks went off this week. So it's really kind of like Russian roulette, but for Green Bay, receivers.
Everybody's show.
Yeah, I think Reed's a lot more. He's going to be the more consistent one when he comes back, and they really haven't had an answer for what Tucker Kraft brought to the table. So I like.
But that ship has sailed. That's
right. So anyway, Jaden Reed roster in 42% of leagues. He's probably available in yours, and it's a guy that he's a known talent. You know what you're getting out of Jaden Reed, so there's something to be said for that too. But
the only thing I would say is he's a fine ad, like Stacy you said, but he's just hard to trust in the offense because man, Jordan Love just gives it to everybody, doesn't he?
That's what she said. Yes.
And the run has to be anyway.
I'm really bad with this, Stacy. Like you could probably catch me on a lot of that's what she said like the whole night.
Jordan Love just giving it to everybody. Oh my God. That's
word on
the street is he's just giving it to everybody.
Jorge's probably so upset right now.
Jorge's sad that he missed out on this one.
Why'd he leave the party?
Come on.
He would have been a great addition to this conversation.
For sure he would have.
All right, who's got
Luther Burden on here because I couldn't believe that he was only rostered at 20%. I just think his usage and his targets are sneaking up. And I like that second half rookie wide receiver narrative that we all have. They're going to suck the first half of the season, right? Because they're acclimating to the NFL. Not everybody can be an Emeka Ibuka who's having the reverse kind of
regress.
Season right now. He'll be fine. Don't worry about it. He'll be totally fine. But anyway, no, I like Luther Burden. They do, hit Green Bay this week. Green Bay can be had through the air as opposed to on the ground. So I think that's a good matchup for him. And then they get Cleveland, which is not great. They got to play Green Bay again, but in Chicago. But you're not looking for him to save your league, right? You're looking to pop him in, especially on a week where you're coming up week 14. You're going to be missing several players. So, yeah.
And I know I put him down as a deep dart, but really I think he can be moved into the list with all these other guys. We've got Devon Vele.
Yeah.
This week he had 8 receptions on 8 targets for 93 yards and finally got that touchdown. He's really emerging as a solid wide receiver 2 behind Olave. And he actually he was out targeted this week. He had 8 targets to Olave's 6. So I think he's really solidifying that spot on the Saints offense. And again, like we say, this is the right time to start getting everything clicking and getting hot. This is the perfect time. In the last 2 games, he's had 11 receptions on 15 targets for 130 yards. So, I mean, I feel like he's definitely worth moving into the must-add wide receiver discussion.
Yeah.
Who's our next person we're going to talk about? I need to see if we get a switch slides over here.
Oh yeah, I think you go back to the deep darts now, or do we want to talk about Tesla because he might be moving into that?
I put that one on there.
Yeah, I feel like I know we had him in a deep dart also, but I think he's another one that might be moving into that worth picking up.
Yeah, it seems like good things happen when Tesla's on the field, right, Aiden?
He catches everything, yeah.
Yeah. So what'd you have for Tesla for us?
So if he's going to, obviously, Amon St. Brown, I kind of talked about this with my stud, Jameson Williams. He's going to have a wide receiver 2 step up, though, behind him, and I think that will be Tesla, because as I just mentioned, he seemingly catches everything. And when he's on the field and when they get into the red zone, when he is actually in the field, Goff loves targeting him in the red zone because he's a big baddie threat down there. So I do like Tesla in a high-powered offense. And if Amon-Ra is going to be out for 1 to 2 weeks, someone's going to have to step up at wide receiver 2, and I think that will be Tesla.
Did you call him a big baddie threat?
Big body, I said.
Body, because I like it the other way.
What did you hear?
I heard big baddie threat, and I was like,
no, I said body, but that's okay.
Baddie sounds good for
baddie. I mean, yeah, we're all on board with that.
Let's
That's
roll with
fine.
it.
I like it. I like Tesla too. Like he was somebody that I was super into, like right, back in August when we're all doing our drafts. Just coming out of preseason looked great. Hasn't had too much of an opportunity until now. I think you're right, and I think he makes the most out of this opportunity. I love the matchup with Dallas.
Yeah, he's had some flashes throughout the season, so I think this is a great opportunity for him.
Yeah.
Before we go on, Jackson Dart threw a touchdown pass to Darius Slayton, making it 17-7 now in the game.
Here we go.
Just not Wandale. That's
If we could get some Hodgins, that would be fantastic.
Hodgins.
Oh, that was your deep stash from last week, wasn't it?
From last week, yeah. So come on, let's see it.
Did you start him actually anywhere?
I did. I started him in, I think, 2 leagues out of 18.
That's too many, but that's okay.
But listen, if you saw what I was working with, you would understand. Let's see. Stacy, you put David Sills on here.
I did. Can I talk about Tom Kennedy real quick though before we move away from the Dolphins? The Lions.
I didn't even know who that was before you got the ball.
So 65% of snaps this week, 7.6 fantasy points. Look, this is again deep league dart throw. We're talking Sharlene, like our Queen's Classic 14-team league, something like that, where you're scouring the waiver wire. There's nothing available. Great matchup with Dallas. We already talked about that. He's gonna have the opportunity, right? You don't just come in out of nowhere where you've literally played. I'm looking 0 snaps, and all of a sudden now you're getting 65% snap share. They obviously like him, so he'd had a nice little special teams punt return for a touchdown. So you like that to get him in there too. I don't know, everybody's league's a little different. Maybe your league get you points for that, but again, this is the deep league dart throw. Okay, I'm not talking about somebody that's he's 0% rostered, right? So he's available out there if you need him. But yeah, I just wanted to just real quick touch on him.
No, it's funny that you said that, Aiden, about you didn't know who he was. And Stacy, you wrote something in the show sheet too, something about that. And I wish Colby was here because I did a fantasy spin lineup for that week, right? And I kept getting Kennedy. And I'm like, that gif for them with Conor McGregor, like is this guy?
Yeah.
That's immediately what I kept thinking about, like who the blank is this guy? And then
look it up. Wikipedia.
I got stuck with the guy, and he scored for me last week, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, that
worked.
That worked out pretty well, but I could not get off of Kennedy every time I spin on fantasy.
They wanted
spin.
you to
shout out to our fantasy spin friends, but every time I spin that, man, it kept landing on Kennedy. It was like meant to be that I had him and he scored.
Not Tesla, Kennedy.
What's up, Scampers? Thanks for hanging out and joining us tonight.
Oh, Stacy, speaking of Queen's Classic, that is where I started Isaiah Hodgins.
Oh my God.
Wow. Well, I'm already going to lose to Casey because I had Chuba Hubbard on the bench. So
yeah, I'm going to need like 20 points out of Hodgins.
No catches yet.
Not looking good. Not looking great.
It's not looking good.
2 touchdowns and it'll be good.
Ooh, not looking great. I need Theo Johnson to do something besides get a personal foul.
Besides fight people.
Yeah. Although
I scoring a touchdown.
I like it. I'm here for it. Like go stand up for your QB, man. Like I love that. That's vibes. Those are good vibes. Good vibes. All right, David Sills. Yep. Look, guys, again, we're talking deeply here. And this is another one who you're probably like, who the F is this guy, right? He's 29 years old, out of West Virginia. He's been in the league 6 years. And we still don't know who he is. So how I learned about him was I was listening to the Ringer podcast for their fantasy podcast, and they mentioned David Sills. They mentioned that his locker is right next to Kirk Cousins, that they have kind of clicked throughout the season. And so they had thrown out 2 weeks ago now, an anytime touchdown for David Sills. And it kind of stuck in my brain a little bit like, oh, and then when I saw last week he gets a touchdown, I was like, damn it, why didn't I bet that? Like that would have been so great. I didn't. I guess I should have bet it last week. I should have bet it this week too, because he also gets in the end zone this week. 70% snap share last week. I don't have his numbers. Do you guys anybody have his snap percentage this week? You can look that up. I can't find it. But look, his touchdown saved his day both weeks. All right. And that's kind of what you're hoping for. 15 yards this week, 16 yards the week before, 7 targets total. So that's not nothing. So he is getting targeted. Obviously, we know this offense is going to be run heavy, right? This is going to be run heavy through Bijan, through Tyler Algier, even when Drake London comes back. And there's some rumblings out there that he might be back this week. So if he's back this week, then I don't really think that you need anybody else in the passing game for Atlanta besides Drake London. But maybe if he doesn't, and you're in a deep league, David Sills is somebody to consider.
Was it his only catch yesterday, the touchdown?
No, he had 2 catches, actually.
Okay.
Actually, he had 2. He had 2 catches the week before. But yeah, I mean, they're using him in the red zone there to get in and grab that touchdown. So yeah.
I think I had a deep league too. Are we on that last one, the Pat Bryant?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I had Pat Bryant here. Yahoo's owned 2%, 1.4% on ESPN, 5% on Sleeper. Pat Bryant to me he's intriguing in regular size leagues too, if I'm honest. But in deeper leagues, he could provide some real value here, in my opinion. Since week 10, Pat Bryant has received 15 targets, only 1 behind Cortland Sutton, who has 16. And he leads the team in yards in this 3-game span as well. He's averaging 55.7 yards per game, just over 2 yards per route run. He has a 68.9% route share, which is up tremendously from earlier in the season where he was at 32.8%. I won't call it a breakout just yet, but I can see it on the horizon here real soon. If he can just maybe start finding the end zone a little bit, Pat Bryant could be someone to watch out for.
Pat Bryant.
Broncos offense is tough
to figure out.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Cortland Sutton. Like, I was super high on him all the time, and now it's Troy Franklin season. I mean, he is the wide receiver 1 in that wide receiver group.
Who saw that coming? Sharlene,
way too much. I have way too much Cortland Sutton because who was I talking up?
Cortland
all
Sutton.
off season.
I mean, yeah, that's I like that. Add that to the list of surprises from this season. Like, I don't think anybody would have seen Troy Franklin.
Kyle, my call last week was Troy Franklin. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
That didn't work out.
Well, he's been great though. Like I don't fault anybody for.
It's been very frustrating. He's been great. I mean, as a Broncos fan, it's been amazing. I love it.
Right.
As a Cortland Sutton owner, it's been extremely frustrating.
Pat Bryant, one of the nicest smiles and most pleasant interviewees at the Combine.
Yeah.
Did you get to interview him?
I did. I asked him a question. He was just so pleasant and just so nice and like happy. Like he's a doll. Like that's I just remember. I remember thinking after him, I was like, man, like I hope he does well.
And he's starting to.
Yeah, he's starting to. Yeah, he's starting
rookie wide receivers, man. I'm telling you, rookie wide. It is a real thing. Rookie wide receivers.
December.
Absolutely. I also threw Jalen McMillan on there. Look, this isn't. We're a waiver show, right? So we're advocating for you to go draft or pick up people. I don't think you need to go pick up Jalen McMillan just yet. He's not back or anything, but there are rumblings down here in Tampa. He has been practicing. Just something to monitor, right? Because the Bucs are obviously in need of some help with offense. They've got a lot of injuries. Mike Evans is still not back. They're kind of starting to pick up steam, but if they want to make the playoffs, they are really going to have to step it up. So just kind of keep that in mind. Maybe if you have a roster spot available, Jalen McMillan, just kind of keep it in the back of your mind, something to monitor, something to keep track of.
I heard Mike Evans could start practicing too, though.
My God, I hope so, because I need that man back in the worst way.
So McMillan will be like the fourth wide receiver.
Let's go.
Yeah, I picked Mike Evans up in the Scott Fish Bowl, hoping that, if I can get there, I'll definitely use him. So I'd like to see that.
I'm so curious. What's his roster percentage? People 59% on Sleeper.
So people are holding on to him, huh?
Yeah. But it's still enough that it would make me, if I had a Sleeper league where I need him, I would go look.
Yeah, because you got like 50-50 shot. Yeah.
Yeah, I would absolutely go look. Is that it? Did we do it?
I think we covered the receivers.
I think we got it. We got through all the wide receivers.
Oh yeah. Look at us.
Oh, yeah.
Look at us. Woo! All right,
We
tight
got
end.
through it.
We did it. We made it.
Stacy's favorite.
Finally, I love tight ends. Only an hour and 4 minutes into the show, we get to tight ends. Here's
Sharlene saw what I did there.
I did. I did.
We got it.
I put Brenton Strange on here, and I wanted to check. He's at 40, so he's just right under our 50% cutoff line. So he's worth going to check out. He was very heavily involved in this offense prior to his injury. He was on IR for a very long time, so I'm sure a lot of people cut him. He comes back, first game back, puts up 16 points, gets in the end zone, on the field 70% of the time. Then they made the matchup at Tennessee. Actually, he didn't get in the end zone the first week back. He gets in the end zone his second week back against Tennessee. So he gives you 16 points without having a
shot at Kyle.
Wild.
Why not?
For tight end, right?
What the heck?
I mean, our tight ends are very touchdown dependent, most of these guys, right? So if you have a player, and this is kind of what, back if you were listening to us when we were the draft show, he was somebody that I was definitely advocating for because he was a starter, wider or tight end one, in an offense where you could draft him late and still get a guy that didn't have any sort of competition at that position with him. I mean, like Johnny Munt. Okay. Like, it's the deal. Yeah. So anyway, you're also looking for guys that can get you points without having to rely on them getting in the end zone, which is Brenton Strange, right? This week puts up 15 points, and does get in the end zone. So we like that. We got Indy, we got the Jets. 16, we do face Denver, so we don't love that. But then we get Indy again, followed up by Tennessee at the end of the season. So it's a really great, rest of the season schedule here for Strange. Like I said, 42%. You don't have anybody else challenging him. And look, I'm just going to say it. BTJ sucks. Okay.
And Parker Washington might be out a few weeks.
Parker Washington's banged up, right? So we're looking at now it's Jacoby Myers and Brenton Strange. Yeah. Okay. So who's like really challenging him for targets, not even at his position anymore, but just in the pass catching room. So love Brenton Strange. He would be out of this crew, he's my number one choice.
And Trevor Lawrence has really picked it up too the last few weeks.
Yeah. And he loves him. Who loves tight ends more? Oh my God, Scampers, you did not bring up the Abdul Carter news. Did you guys see that?
Oh yeah.
Tonight.
I saw it.
I just saw it.
I did not. What am I missing?
How do we even address this, Stacy?
What did they keep him out of the first drive? That
was the opening drive.
So he was distracted during.
I would be too.
Fair enough.
Oh boy.
By watching some adult entertainment.
Yeah.
On his phone, and his headphones came up.
In a team meeting.
Man. Come on.
He's been benched before. Like a couple weeks ago, he got benched for something
was he
too.
Watching dirty movies on his phone for that?
Not that time.
We don't know the answer to that.
That is not normal.
That's got to be so embarrassing for him, man. That's
Like if the whole world he got benched because of it.
Now everybody knows. That's like, I don't understand.
I wonder what his teammates said.
There's a lot of questions. That's the tea I want also. I want that tea. I want the reaction from all.
A lot going on here.
Could they have just they probably could have, I mean, I know I'm being boring here, Stacy, but could they have just saved us the details and just, said
no,
he was on his phone during a team meeting.
Who released the details?
Whoever released that, because they sure enough didn't have to give that detail. Yeah. They sure enough did not have to.
How did they even find out that? Who released that
stuff? Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, that's
something.
Yep. I wasn't going to bring it up, Jorge. Listen, I wasn't going to bring it up. But
you brought it up.
Scampers went and dangled it in front of my face like a little cat with a feather toy.
Well, Sharlene,
it's my bad, Jorge. I asked.
He knew what he was doing when he put that out there, Stacey.
Did
you see Abdul Carter?
I just little catnip. I just couldn't resist it. Couldn't resist it. Aiden, tell me about Darren Waller. Segue.
Yeah.
Segue. Super smooth.
No big deal. Anyway. Darren Waller came back and he's getting targets again. This offensive target tree feels very condensed. It's Jalen Waddle and it's Darren Waller now that he's back. I wish Malik Washington would get some work, but that's just not happening, unfortunately. Obviously, A-Chan, they use a ton of the passing game, but actual passing game, non-running back weapons, it's Waddle and Waller. And Waller, before he got injured in 2 games, he had 3 touchdowns over the 2-game stretch just before he got injured a while ago. So he's right back in the mix here. And with Tua, I don't think he's great, but he's not throwing interceptions at a disastrous rate like he was early in the season this year. So I like Darren Waller if you need a tight end streaming option.
Are you guys at the point in this game where who's 0 for the Patriots? Is that Christian Gonzalez?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where he just laid out Wandale like he was a rat.
Boy, this is getting rough.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like the Patriots are just coming out and
maybe they knew it's Dart's first game back from a concussion.
In the face. I love it.
I love it.
Love it. Man, I wanted to ask you guys this. So, right, Taysom Hill has reared his ugly head.
Oh boy,
he's not ugly. That's not me. That's I'm just speaking figuratively here.
Yeah. I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah, again, he's had 1 carry, 1 target total against Miami. Are we free from his reign of terror?
I want to say, but it's always gets weird with him. He'll have 1 random goal line carry here and there.
Yeah, he's had 69 rushing yards on the season. Nice.
Yeah. And
wow.
I think so too. And Stacy, I think you agree too that it's probably time that they, want to develop Tyler Shuck. And so I think they are not going to take snaps away from him. They want to see what they got in this kid. So maybe still around on the goal line, they'll still use Taysom Hill, maybe.
I hope
but they got to want to see what they got in him, and taking away his snaps is not the way to do it.
In Kamara, it sounds like he avoided serious injury, so he could be back sooner than we expect. Too.
Oh, good. Yeah. See, I didn't even realize that. Yeah.
Scamp is the Giants kicker coup? Because
yes.
Oh man. What? I don't know if you guys just saw that, but he just went to kick it was a field goal. He went to kick a field goal, and his foot just hit the ground.
All he kicked was the turf.
This game is so strange.
And then it cuts to Jackson Dart mouthing, "Oh my god," and turning away in disgust.
That's why he got cut from the Falcons, because he kicked the dirt.
That's rough. That's rough, man.
Didn't even hit the ball.
How do you do that?
I don't.
I mean, he kicked the turf.
A lot of questions.
Like a good 6 inches behind the ball.
That just stopped. That'd be really painful too. That can't.
I'm sure.
God. That's what turf toe actually means.
Not literal, but
that's what they should call turf toe.
I've missed the golf ball on a golf course before.
Yeah, but you're not an NFL kicker. You're gonna kick in the dirt.
You're not a professional athlete.
Also, the club is not. The club is not an attached appendage. You have way more control over where your foot goes.
Yeah, that's not something.
Maybe he just got maybe he just got too excited.
That's crazy.
We should talk to Abdul Carter about that.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right.
Maybe that's where it came from.
All right. Al's never coming back.
Where is this going?
Sharlene, you're picking Gunnar Helm, which is the second half of the great tight end debate in Tennessee with him and Chig.
Yeah, and again, this is definitely the deep dart 14 team league. It's he had 6 receptions on 7 targets for 23 yards. That's definitely not anything to write home about. However, he has led the team in targets for 2 weeks in a row. So, and I did mention earlier that nobody did anything on this offense this week. Sorry, Kyle.
No,
again.
No, I'm not mad at you, and I really don't hate this call either, having Gunnar Helm here as your tight end pickup, because I was super high on Chig coming into the season.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to take some time for Gunnar Helm to actually get acclimated to the NFL offense coming out of college. But I think Gunnar Helm has taken this opportunity, and I'm behind you, Sharlene. I think Gunnar Helm has probably taken this tight end one job, and it's his.
Yeah, that's the feeling I get as well. And I mean, and you know, he had the most targets even with Io Manor back this week. So, you know, if there were concerns about that, I think that's probably a non-factor at this point also. They do have kind of a rough road these next couple games. Who did I see? They've got Cleveland, followed by San Francisco, followed by Kansas City. So
yeah, it's definitely not pretty. But here's the thing: the Titans are probably going to be behind. They're going to have to throw, and
right.
So yeah, Gunnar Helm may be able to produce because of that.
Right, exactly. So I think you're still safe targeting Helm, but yeah, man, that Titans offense. Sorry, Kyle.
So how many times have we said that?
No.
Sorry, Kyle.
No, and my deep league addition for tight end is Stacy's favorite, Big Darnell Washington. Let's talk about Darnell for a second, man. He's another tight end that's quietly taken over as the tight end one for their team, for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Since week 8, he leads Jonnu Smith and Pat Freiermuth in targets, receptions, and forget about yards. He's actually second on the team in yards since week 8. Let me repeat that again. Darnell Washington is second on the team in yards since week 8. He's only 7 yards back from the leader, which is, of course, DK Metcalf. Everyone knows that.
I think that says something.
Everyone knows that Aaron Rodgers is a lot like Stacy. They love him a tight end.
That's
and
right.
I'm seeing 6'7", 300 pounds, 11-inch hands emerge as the tight end one there in Pittsburgh. So yeah, if you need a tight end, go get yourself some big Darnell Washington.
311 pounds.
Yeah.
311. Yes, my bad.
Be specific.
He was listed on the website.
Let me give him his 11 pounds that he deserves.
I know, and he himself was laughing about that.
He was. I saw at one point ESPN had him recently at 264.
Yeah, they asked him
that's ridiculous.
Since he
Did you see the interview where he got asked about that? Yes. He's like, I think that's what I was in high school.
Oh, yeah, I'm on Ryan.
I was like, was that his combine weight? Did he like?
He dropped weight for the combine.
That's wild. All right, guys, just for context, a sheet of notebook paper is 11.5 inches. Darnell Washington's hands are 11 inches. It's a sheet of notebook paper. Right?
Wouldn't you like to shake his hand?
It would crush my hand. I want to give him a high five.
That's the dream.
Just
the dream.
But I would love to see him be so delicate with you, Stacy, as he shakes your hand.
Are you kidding me? That would make my day if I ever got to meet Darnell Washington, because
she wouldn't know what to say.
I have been Darnell Washington's biggest fan besides his mother since he got drafted. So there are receipts. Go back to Dynasty 365 years ago where I was Darnell Washington all day long.
Just for his size alone, yeah.
Yeah, like absolute stud. But you know what though? It takes tight ends a few years to really get into the league, because they're playing 2 roles, right?
He might be a tackle next year, but that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing the lineman role, then you're also, getting involved in the passing game and the offense too. And so, it does take them some years to kind of really get going and get established in the league. And now he's finally in a great situation where he's become Aaron Rodgers' favorite target, and then he's also coupled with the tight end. I don't even know what to call that man, because he's like the bane of our existence as fantasy managers, but he's gotten into a perfect offense there with Arthur Smith. Like, he knows how to use him. And quite frankly, I don't think they're using him enough. They should be using him more. You have a 311-pound man who's 6'7". Why aren't you using him to just bowl over everybody?
Just put him at quarterback for the tush push. And then that's
honest to God, right? I mean, come on. So,
oh my God, there were some really bad tush pushes this week.
Oh, the Cade Stover one?
Woof. Yeah, there were some not great ones, but yeah, I've been a big
Tyler Warren had a bad one.
He fumbled the ball.
Yeah, it went went past him.
I I mean, can you blame him though for putting him in there instead of Danny Dimes with his busted leg? No, absolutely not.
No, you would never put him. Yeah, absolutely not.
And Kate Stover just slipped.
Yeah,
he just slipped before the first down.
I'm taking a look. So the Ravens are pretty good against the tight end position. The Dolphins are not, and those are the next 2 games for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Dolphins give up a lot.
Yeah. Yep. I think you put AJ Barner on here, right?
Yeah, I did.
I don't know why that man's still available again. He was
I know.
Sharlene, how
like,
many weeks in a row did we talk about AJ Barner?
Every week.
Weeks.
I'm like every week.
Yeah.
He's only 25% rostered on Sleeper.
No one's listening to us, guys. We're screaming into the void.
Come on.
Go ahead. Tell me about AJ Barner.
Yeah. Every single week. Again for the 100th time. Whether it's been my waiver wire article or this show when I've been on here, I've talked about AJ Barner because my point is Seattle doesn't pass a ton, but when Sam Darnold does pass, it's a very consolidated passing attack and target tree, if you will. It's JSN, and then way down is AJ Barner. Cooper Kupp and Rashid Shaheed are both playing basically similar amount of snaps where they eat into each other's snaps to the point where neither are really relevant and neither matter. So if you're the number 2 option as a tight end on a passing attack, I'll take that with AJ Barner.
Yeah. All right, kids. That's going to do it for your waiver ads for this week. Hope you guys are paying attention. We've also got our slides here that we will be posting on social media, so you guys will be able to get those later. I want to talk about 2 priority ads. Priority ads for hang on. We need to do a Monday Night Football check-in. My bad. Kyle, what's going on with this game?
Yeah, Drake May just threw a 33-yard touchdown pass to Kyle Williams. His first catch of the night happens to be a touchdown. So Drake May is 10 of 13, 129 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. So he's doing very well. And what we got here on the run game for New England? Ramondre Stevenson still leading the way for New England. 5 carries, 32 yards to Travion's 4 carries for 23 yards. And then let's see over on the New York side, Jackson Dart, 6 of 8, 58 yards, 1 touchdown pass. Let's check out his rushing. One carry for Jackson Dart, 12 yards. That's it so far in the first half.
After he got hit, he got scared.
Washington just coughed up the ball. Patriots recovered. Yeah.
Oh, well, so New England recovered. So yeah, here we go.
There you go.
3:23 left to go in the second, 24-7 New England, and looks like they're going to.
Oh, that was a big man. They're just laying these guys out.
Can I just say,
they knew Jackson Dart was coming back from concussion. They were.
It looks like.
So what? They just decided to take out the rest of the team, like.
This Patriots defense is like giving me a lady boner. Like this is so fun to watch. My God,
that's one.
I don't know who number 80 is, but he got his shit rocked over here. Poor Gunnar Olszewski.
Olszewski, yeah.
Man.
Oh, is that how you say it?
Wait, was it on a kick return?
Looks, I hope he's okay. That's really upsetting to watch. Like his poor little head is just like wobbling.
His poor little head.
Well, yeah, and then the arms that go back like this. Every time you see that, you're like, oh, that's not good.
That looks really bad.
Patriots are walking away.
Yeah, he's still shaking his head as he's getting helped off the
field.
That
was Ellis, the guy that took out Dart. Who's that dude? Somebody from the Patriots. Who are Patriot fans in here, man? Just like, who's this guy?
Producer Jim?
Maybe ask Jim what's going on.
Jim, where are you? Like, who's this Ellis dude? Yeah. Jorge, is this somebody we should pick up on IDP?
Christian Ellis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. Let us know.
He's got to be. He's got to be rostered.
That's Christian Ellis. Yeah, I have him in a couple leagues.
Rostered.
He's rostered already.
He's not making the waiver article this week.
No,
probably not.
Okay. Jorge says, and not an IDP option. All right. Well, listen, we're trying over here. We're trying.
We're covering a lot.
We're trying to do it all here.
We really are. We're coming up on an hour and a half. So those of you that have hung with us this long, God bless you. Thank you. Let's do your dedicated. Exactly. Scampers knows what's up. Dart didn't learn. He gonna learn tonight though.
Everyone's gonna learn.
Can you imagine if I was drinking alcohol also?
Stacy's just for this right now.
That would be so fun.
It's great.
Can
you imagine
Can you imagine it? Maybe next week. Maybe our last week this season.
This is without.
Yeah. Who knows, guys? Okay, who's our priority waiver ad? Out of all these players, not just by position, every single player, who is the person that you absolutely have to walk away with this week, Sharlene?
I'm going with John Mechie. We talked him up so much last week. I think he's definitely a good waiver wire pickup this week. I feel pretty good about it, watching what's happening with Tyrod Taylor and that whole dynamic that's happening there. Yeah. So that is my ad for this week.
Who would have thought a Jets player,
right, would actually make the
Jets player?
I don't know what's happening. This is like the weirdest season.
This is
wild. It's wild stuff. Aiden, who you got? Who's your priority?
I was also gonna go with John Mechie, but for the sake of being
you can do that.
No. Well, because I talked about him a ton last week, so I wanted to get someone new in here. So if I were to go with someone new, not named Mechie, I would go with Jalen Coker, actually.
Oh.
Cokeheads unite. Kyle,
Aiden, you know where I'm going with this. I'm going with my boy Blake Corum.
A month now.
I've been high on Blake Corum, and everything I said earlier. The usage is there, and even when Kyron Williams comes back, we have seen Blake Corum just get the touches, get the usage. I mean, he does his own series to give Kyron Williams a break. So he's down on first down, second down, third down, all the way down, and he'll take the whole series. So I think Blake Corum's a guy you got to look at, and he's a smash start if Kyron Williams, of course, misses any action.
Yeah. Obviously, Jorge, I meant Coke like this kind of Coke, not the other kind of Coke, like this kind of Coke. Of course. Yeah.
We're creating a lot of issues here.
Yeah. My koozie says, I partied with Cocaine Bear. I got this koozie at the expo 2 years ago. It was in someone's trunk, and I saw it, and I was like, I need that. So
that's the place.
Stacy, I think you would have fit right in on the boat with Stephon Diggs. You know that?
Oh boy, you would have fit right in. Is that a compliment?
Is that what they were doing with the pink stuff? Is that what?
No, I think it was something different. Kyle's not a compliment, or
yeah, because she's a good time.
Yeah, I'm fun. I'm fun. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Jets, man. This is weird. I'm gonna go with Taylor, or since Aiden brought him up and he was unknown to us as being available on waiver, CJ Stroud.
Yeah, he's still a lot.
Yeah. So I gotta go with one of the two QBs. I think those are gonna be my priorities.
Colby will be happy with that.
Yeah. Scampers, actually no, Moggs called it Diggs Dust. I think you should copyright that, by the way.
Yeah.
Copyright it.
No, I have to stop. Stop here. No, I can't keep going with that. We're gonna get in trouble for sure.
That's enough of that.
Yeah, it's enough of that. That's we'll save that for offline. All right, guys. Those of you again that have stayed with us this long, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thanks for hanging out, watching us this Monday night while we are enjoying this lovely defensive effort here by the New England Patriots. As we will be back next week, 8 p.m. Eastern, waiver wire watch party. We're going to be bringing you those week 15. I can't believe it's already here. Week 15 waiver wire picks. Guys, you can find all of us online. Kyle is at KZ1180. And by the way, if you guys didn't know, he is currently sitting at the number 9 spot.
No, not anymore, Stacey. I meant to get rid of that. Yeah, I didn't have such a great week. I need to get
You were bragging too much to Jorge.
No, but it's not. But no, Stacey, I was 9 last week, but I kind of had a little bit of a letdown here. I had 277. I'm still eligible. I'm going to move on to the second round, but I had 277 before Ramondre stepped into this game. So maybe he's looking better than Travion right now. So maybe he'll get me a little bit more points to get me back up in the rankings. But yeah, no, sorry, I meant to get rid of that, Stacey.
That's okay. Cal, tell everybody where they can find you during the week.
Yep, catch me Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern on our 4th and Frames channel, where Aiden sometimes joins us as well. Follow me on Twitter, of course, that Stacey just mentioned, KZ1180.
Nice.
Field goal by the Patriots.
Field goal by the Patriots. So they actually made their field goal. All right.
Yeah.
Didn't kick the ground.
Your kicker can, in fact, kick. Hunter Henry, baby. You got to catch that. Aiden.
God, I'm so behind.
Aiden, tell the people where they can find you. You did our waiver wire article this week, correct?
Yeah, it'll be dropping tonight/tomorrow morning, depending on when you look at it. So, yeah. And then I do the waivers every single week, obviously, all the way up to week 17, week 18, whatever.
On fantasyframes.com, people.
Yeah,
you can find the article there. Tell them your handle.
You can follow me on Twitter/X at @Weingartner13 for other stuff as well.
There you go. All right, guys, you can find Sharlene at Chowbella1981. Sharlene, where can the people find you during the week?
I am all over social media, some form of sweating glitter. Sweating glitter 247. Come and find me. I'm always talking about football or Formula One, but mostly football.
Oh, you're a F1 fan.
I am.
Okay.
Currently losing my ish over all the McLaren shenanigans.
Yeah, I got to get that right. The whole F1 thing, because Jorge doesn't like the whole Scary Terry thing.
Oh God, we talked about this months ago.
Yeah.
Guys, you can find me at Stacy_Perez83. We'll be back next Monday, 8 p.m. Guys, until then, we'll see you later.